The top search trends for April. That's our Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us once again from Google is technology expert Sarah Armstrong. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, thanks for having me, Fred.
Terrific. Well, it's always interesting to learn what people are focused on. And during April, we had things like income tax deadline, Earth Day, some religious holidays, including Easter and Passover. Give us a bit of an overview here.
Right, it's always so fun to look back to see what was on the top of folks' mind for the month of April. You're right, we see those staples that we always see in April, those religious holidays, taxes, of course. We saw some fun entertainment trends as well. So the Barbie movie was really popular, Coachella, of course, and then lots of interest in sports.
Well, let's get into these to begin with. I guess with the religious holidays, always interest in creating Easter baskets and figuring out for those who celebrate Passover, what you can eat and what you can't, things like that.
Definitely. We saw chocolate bunnies hit an all-time high in search interest. I don't know what it is about this Easter, but lots of chocolate was consumed. For Passover, lots of folks were searching, what do you say for Passover, Passover Seder. We also saw Eid, a lot of search interest in that as well. So many folks celebrating their religious holidays in April.
On taxes, I saw the most searched for what happens if question was what happens if you don't file taxes.
Right. I'm getting a sense that people were not excited about taxes this year. People wanting to know, right, if you don't have to file those taxes, how late can you file taxes? Can I get an extension? So I think a lot of folks were down to the deadline on this one.
And what are some of the things that drew the most interest related to Earth Day?
Yeah, Earth Day is a really fun one. We saw used goods being searched at an all-time high, folks wanting to try and add a little bit more sustainability into their daily life. We looked at what folks were searching to recycle the most. Mattresses stood out to me as one of those. Of course, we see cans, computers, a lot of folks wanting to recycle their electronics. So lots of interest in sustainability across the board.
And some interest in electric vehicles as well, I saw.
You're absolutely right. We keep seeing electric vehicles spiking in search interest. That's consistently going up year after year. So we can expect a lot more of those vehicles on the road. And I know the Biden administration is trying to do a lot more to get more EVs on the road. So I think people are curious about it.
Related to Earth Day, I think it was National Park Week.
Right, National Park Week. I love National Park Week. Folks wanted to know what free national park days there are where they can get into the park with no cost. April 22nd was one of those. So we saw a lot of spike in search interest there. Google Maps has a great feature where you can see some of the best routes to take hikes in the national parks. So lots of people wanting to get outside.
On the entertainment side, you tipped us off. Barbie had a really big month.
Right. The Barbie movie trailer came out. I'm not sure if you saw it, but I'm very excited for this film. Greta Gerwig is the director. She did Little Women and Lady Bird. So there are a lot of big celebrities in this film and a lot of hype about it on social media.
And this isn't a stop action movie with the dolls being posed, I assume.
That would be very funny. No, it's starring Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie, so and a bunch of other big stars. So the trailer didn't give away a ton about the plot, so there's speculation about what it could be about, but people are very excited.
Interesting. And then there's Coachella, the big music and arts festival that took place this month.
Right. We saw so much search interest in Coachella. I'm a little jealous of everyone there. It seems like they're having a good time. I've never been, but Frank Ocean was a big trend. He struggled a bit in his performance the first weekend and he ended up dropping out for the second weekend. So we saw a lot of questions around him. The other big performer we saw search interest in was Bad Bunny. He consistently gets a lot of search interest. So no surprise that people are excited to see him at Coachella.
And what about sports? What drew the most interest?
Yeah, actually, golf was a really big one because of the Masters tournament. We saw lots of folks asking questions about Masters payouts and different questions about the golf rules. NBA also saw a lot of interest because of the playoffs, and actually, the Warriors hit a playoff scoring record. So we saw a huge surge in search interest around that.
Terrific. And then there was pickleball, which I guess continues to grow.
Right. We saw pickleball spiking around this time last year, but now it's actually being searched at an all-time high. I think it's probably because the weather's warm. People learned how to play pickleball last year, and now it's really taking off again this year.
I saw a match on TV the other day. I've never seen it as a TV sport, but I guess it is. And I guess we'll be seeing a lot more.
I guess so.
So for more info, where can folks go, Sarah?
You can go to google.com/trends.
Terrific. Sarah Armstrong, thank you for spending time with us.
Thank you.